Talk. This is your host, David. I am joined by Ryan and Jacob.
Hello.
Howdy.
Today we are discussing the Prince of Persia. We hope that you enjoyed our last podcast with Ender's Game. And we are going to be talking about Prince of Persia today, like I just repeated that again. Okay.
What are we talking about?
I think Prince of Persia.
Ender's Game?
Sands of Time?
Sands of Time.
That one.
Okay, so the synopsis is, in the holy city of Amulet resides the Sands of Time, which gives mortals the power to turn back time. After leading an attack on the city, Destan, Jake Gyllenhaal, the adopted son of Persia's king, acquires a dagger that gives the one who holds it access to the sands. Destan goes on the run with an amulet princess named... How do you say that name? Tamina. After being accused of killing his father, the pair must protect the ancient treasure from dark forces and unmask the king's assassin. Man, that was awesome. Okay, so here's the competition. It came out May 27th. The opposite of what came out that day is Sex in the City 2. Get Him to the Greek. So this is June. So Get Him to the Greek. Killers. Marmaduke. A-Team. The Karate Kid. Jonah Hex. Toy Story 3. I think that's the biggest one. Night and Day. Grown Ups. And then in July, it was Last Airbender, Despicable Me, Predators, The Girl Who Played with Fire. I think that's the dragon tattoo.
That's the
series.
Swedish version of the
girl who with the dragon tattoo.
Well, it's a Swedish story. It's written by a Swedish author, but yeah, the Swedish film company made the movies, and so the one coming out now is an American company.
Yeah.
And then you have Sorcerer's Apprentice, Inception.
Oh yes.
Ramona and the Beezes.
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Salt, Charlie's, St. Cloud.
Ramona and Bezus?
Yeah, Bezus. Oh. And then Dinner for Schmucks and Get Low.
Oh, Dinner for Schmucks.
Okay, now here's the top 10 of that year. Toy Story 3, Alice in Wonderland, Harry Potter 3 part, Harry Potter 7 part 1.
So good.
Stupid. Inception, Shrek
Dobby.
Forever After, Twilight.
Dobby loves you, Harry Potter.
Twilight Eclipse, Iron Man 2, Tangled, Despicable Me, and How to Train Your Dragon.
How do you train your dragon?
Dude, are you excited for the third one?
I guess. Because I don't fully yet know how to train my dragon after the first two.
They don't really
I haven't even seen
that.
the second one, so...
They do have a set.
They don't really explain how to train your dragon.
No, they don't.
Kind of in the first one it did.
The first one, a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
But why would you name the second one if you're not going to train a dragon in the second one?
and then director was Mike Newell. He did The Awakening, 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Wait, The Awakening?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what he did. And then 4 Weddings and the Funeral.
Yeah.
And then Donnie Brasco, Pushing Tin, Mona Lisa Smile, and Harry Potter 4.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah. He did Harry Potter 4. Terrible
Which was
movie.
a really good movie.
No.
Harry.
And then, of course, Jake Gyllenhaal, Ben Kingsley
Yes,
is
sir.
in this one.
Sir Ben Kingsley.
Sir Ben Kingsley.
He's been knighted.
And then Gamma.
Gemma?
Gema?
Yeah.
Gema?
She's beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
Artenton? Dude, I butchered it. And
It's
then
all good.
Alfred Molina.
Yes.
Doc Ock.
No. Well,
Yeah.
yes, but
Yeah. What?
he's in the first Indiana Jones.
What? Where?
So when they're going through the temple,
Okay.
he's the guy that says, "Throw me the idol,
Oh.
and I'll throw you the whip."
Oh.
Yeah, he's the one that gets the steaks.
Yeah, because he goes into the light, which I don't understand how that works. But
Mind blown.
Alfred Molina.
He's a great actor.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
I like him. I like him in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It's surprised because I didn't know who he was when I first saw this movie.
Yeah.
So it surprised me going back and watching this again and going, holy cow. Because he's so funny, and I'm used to him in very serious roles.
Oh. Well, in 20... Yeah, no. Anybody phone? Phone. It's a phone. Well, in 20... So this came out in 2010. When did Spider-Man 2 come out?
Wasn't that in the... When did that come out?
Because
I thought, I'm sure it was before this movie.
It opened, like I was introduced to him in Spider-Man 2. So, like, I don't know. I was a little... Or maybe I've seen him in so many other movies that it's like now that you just kind of, yeah.
He's never had a huge role.
No, nothing that's like...
Maybe Doc Ock was his...
Yeah, I was going to say...
Yeah, I would say...
He was in Law and Order Los Angeles. Show that was canceled too soon.
Dun, dun.
Okay. Do you guys think that this movie was a Jake Gyllenhaal vehicle?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, at the time, he was somewhat of an action star.
Yeah.
Yep. Nobody knew how to quit him.
Because I want to say Source Code came out around the same time.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
What else was he in?
Well, he had that Day After Tomorrow with Dennis Quaid, and he was...
I enjoyed that,
actor.
even if it is a hippie movie.
I hated that movie.
You did?
Anything that could happen, happened. I just hate those kind of movies. 2012, I cannot stand 2012. Or 2012, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we all knew what you meant when you said 2012.
No, I mean, how are you driving through a building and you're still alive?
Yeah, no.
Prince of Persia. I don't know. I mean...
How is he surfing on sand, falling through buildings?
Correct. Yeah.
And surviving.
I guess it's movie magic, but...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, the one scene that I thought was, like, this is total Jake Gyllenhaal vehicle is, like, the first battle scene. And then, like, he does the oil.
Yeah.
And then, like, he goes like this. And then you see him, like, get both of his swords and whip them out. And you're just like, oh. And he did this, like, epic walking pose. Yep. And you're just like, oh, Jake Gyllenhaal.
There it is.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Well, you have to remember this was a Michael Bay produced movie. So
yeah.
Get it?
The problem I have with Jake Gyllenhaal is the movie Bubble Boy. That is the problem I have.
That's all you see him as?
Pretty much. And it's unfortunate.
I want to say I saw him in other stuff before I saw him in that. So
yeah. That's probably the first movie I ever saw him in. And, man, it just... And I think he's a fine actor.
Yeah.
I do, but I do also see Bubble Boy in everything he does. And that's probably just me, but that's me.
Well, but at the same time, like, that's like what we talked about in Lone Ranger. It's like with Armie Hammer, like we see him, or like I brought up Andrew Garfield. It's like I only see him as Eduardo in Social Network, so it's like
horrible Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, you shut your mouth.
Well, I mean, as far as translating it from the Social Network movie to Spider-Man.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's certain actors that you can only see them as a certain role.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Harrison Ford, angry old guy waving his finger. Just kidding. I love you, Harrison. Indy.
Indy. Throw me the idol.
And was this the height of parkour in 2010?
I want to say so.
Because that it was so much
You had Assassin's Creed, the video games.
Yeah.
And that was a big parkour game. And then you had the Prince of Persia games. And so I think having the success in those two video game series, why not try and make a movie out of Prince of Persia?
Well, yeah. No,
And the whole parkour thing.
Oh,
Parkour.
Parkour.
Off the wall.
Yeah, I did notice that when I saw this in the theater back in 2010.
Yeah.
And I didn't really think of it as a parkour movie, but watching it now, I was like, oh yeah,
Parkour.
Yeah. Well, even with that, I still enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
So
No, I enjoyed it too.
There wasn't really much to watch at that point. I mean, go back to the list, and there were some pretty... Marmaduke? Marmaduke. It was
Marmaduke. It was Marmaduke. The only one that's on that thing that was like, okay, this
Probably
would
Harry
be
Potter.
good is Toy Story 3.
Yeah. Right.
9 Day. Grown-ups was like a hidden hit at that time. They have made two more after that one.
They've only made one more.
Yeah, there's Grown Ups 2, and I think that's the problem I have with Grown Ups 1 is Grown Ups 2. I hated it.
I haven't seen Grown Ups 2.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Why is there a deer peeing everywhere? Why is that part of a movie? But the competition that Prince of Persia had wasn't fantastic. I mean, you could go watch Toy Story 3 and then go watch Prince of Persia. No problem.
Despicable Me. That was kind of a hidden one.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the second one, though, wasn't it?
That's the first one.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah. The second one, I can understand, like, okay, nobody doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Inception, that was in July.
Yeah, that was a little far removed as far as movie releases.
Jonah Hex sucked.
It did.
I did not enjoy that one.
It does.
Yeah. The Karate Kid.
You mean the Kung Fu Kid?
The Kung Fu Kid, yeah.
That's the Jackie Chan one, right?
Yeah.
That was good, but...
When Will Smith's kid goes to China to learn Kung Fu, and they still called it the Karate Kid.
But then you had A-Team, though. Like, A-Team probably took some away from it.
When was that released?
Money. It was released June, so closer, maybe...
A little bit after.
Front, middle, yeah.
Well, Prince of Persia's budget was $185 million, and its box office was $336 million.
Yeah.
So it made a lot of money.
It was a fun movie. It was fun.
Yeah.
You had a really pretty girl, a lot of action, pretty good story.
Why didn't it hit then?
It did hit.
I mean, no,
it made a lot of money.
Like, it made a lot of money, but why didn't they make another
Why didn't it become the next Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, why? Because, like, that's the basis of this whole thing.
My guess is you would have to pay Jake Gyllenhaal and Gemma, whatever her name is, a lot of money to do another one.
So the returns on this one wasn't good enough to justify a second one.
I don't know. Right? I don't know if people are upset because it was a video game adaptation, but I mean, like you've said a lot, it's probably the best video game adaptation out of, I don't know, Resident Evil was kind of a fun movie. I don't know.
The first one was okay. I haven't seen any of the other ones.
Yeah, I loved the first one. I thought the first Resident Evil was great, but as far as video game adaptation,
like Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, dude!
Double Dragon.
I could watch that game or movie for days. Koopa Troopas.
Street Fighter the movie.
Aren't Koopa Troopers turtles and not big lizards?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
video game movies.
Honestly, I really don't know why they didn't make another one. I felt that it was a success in the box office. I felt that they had a lot of things going for it. I've gone over before. Jake Gyllenhaal and Gemma was super. I think she's a great actress.
Yeah,
really pretty, easy on the eyes.
I enjoyed Ben Kingsley, of course, as the villain. He did a great job as a villain. I did enjoy the two brothers.
Yeah, I thought the brothers that was very well
Yeah.
You could tell that they loved each other.
Yeah, I think that portray was
the middle brother.
Really
You could tell how mad he was because he thought his younger brother killed their dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I did enjoy his dad, the king.
They're not real brothers, and so that kind of adds to it a little bit.
Yeah.
To where, Jake can be disposable because he's not really their brother. I mean, they all grew up together, and they treat each other like brothers, but when something like that happens to you, you are kind of the redheaded stepchild.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you're tossed. I don't know if that's politically correct to say.
Well, but at the same time, you could get that feel of his anger as the middle child being kind of forgotten, and just kind of being blinded by his little jealousy, like with that fight. And
because he was supposed to attack the city, and Dastan wouldn't open the gates for him.
And okay, that guy was Dr. Doom in the last Fantastic Four, right?
I haven't seen it, so...
The second brother? I think he was.
I haven't seen it, so I can't tell you.
Okay. Just kind of wondering on that one.
I mean, it's a quotable movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Prince of Persia?
Oh, yeah.
What did you guys think of the ostrich thing?
Oh, that's one of the funniest parts when he's like, I came out here to hide from one of the most evil things on the taxes.
I so enjoyed that one. Oh.
But I do like time travel movies.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. And including this into, everything else that we've talked about. I think, great movie. I cannot fathom why they would have not made another one.
Yeah, and
the money's there, seems like.
Yeah.
What was the Rotten Tomato percentage?
36.
That's
okay, do you think it was Jake Gyllenhaal's accent?
Yes. I forgot about that. Yes.
That was like, whoa. Okay.
Hey, I grew up liking Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So anybody's accent can't be as bad as Kevin Costner's was in that.
Didn't he have one?
Did he even do one?
He tried, and then it just disappeared.
Which usually did in Kevin Costner movies.
So his accent didn't bother me.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
So another thing is that people were complaining, everybody's white in it. And
well, the middle brother wasn't. He's like something else.
But the main actors.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing that Persians are white.
Yeah.
They're Indo-European, so.
Yeah. See, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that was a backlash. No, I
already said redheaded stepchild.
Yeah. It's a whatever on that one, to tell you the
No,
truth.
and I understand that. I get it. Yeah. But just turn your minds off and watch the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
For the most part, yeah. I would agree with that. I think the one part that was kind of silly but kind of funny at the same time is when Jake Gyllenhaal, he does that parkour thing where he tries to flip in front.
Parkour.
Like he lands on his face and he's talking to his brother, or he gets drunk. No. It's the one where he's a little drunk and he was supposed to get a present for the king. And he's like, brother, oh, brother. You're just like, oh my gosh.
Acting.
Over exaggerated that stuff. Man.
Yeah, because Sir Ben Kingsley didn't overact in this.
No.
Did he barely ever act? Did he barely act? Did he overact in this? I don't know.
It's not Iron Man 3. But
I like Sir Ben Kingsley.
Yeah.
He just has a tendency to overact in his movies, to me.
Did he overact in this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did. have fun in the what does he say?
Gutter. Have fun in the gutter, because that's where you'll be in my rain. Or something like
something like that.
Have fun in the gutter, because that's where you'll be in my rain.
Gotta have more emotion than that.
Sir. I am a knight.
Yeah, I think this just was a fun movie that you could just go eat popcorn with and just sit back and enjoy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not overly complicated. There's no deep thoughts that need to come out of this one.
Wow. Yeah.
Although, I do think it happens in the far future. Yeah. I think it's in the same world as Aladdin.
Whoa.
Have you heard that fan theory about Aladdin being far in the future? Because of Robin Williams' knowledge of the 20th century celebrities, the genies.
I've heard of that, but I've never like read into it. Like,
but what?
Sorry, I just dropped a bomb on you guys.
Yeah, how come the genie knows?
Jack Nicholson,
right?
Arnold
Joan
Schwarzenegger.
Rivers.
Why does Merlin in
time travel, bro? Merlin's a time traveler.
Yeah.
The genie, he's a
10,000 years in a lamp.
Right. That's a mind blown sound effect.
I'm probably the only guy who's ever thought that.
You probably are, because I did not even. It's like, what?
Yeah.
To me, yeah, that was.
I know they set out to make a historical picture. Why they did it with magic sand, I don't know, but
what's better than magic?
Magic sand.
Magic sand. Time traveling sand.
Okay, the poisoned robe. What did you guys think of the poisoned robe? How the dad died?
No. I've read stories where that has been how they killed somebody.
Really?
Yeah. I read a young adult book when I was in like 4th grade about the labors of Hercules, and that's how he ends up dying, is that he puts on a poison shirt.
Well, if you have magic sand, you have to have a poison rope.
Robe?
Mm-hmm. Robe. Yeah. I said rope. I meant robe.
But no, it didn't bother me.
It didn't?
No. Well,
like okay. So watching it again.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch it a few times, then you start noticing how tight it was. At first it was really loose. Then it got a little tighter, then a little tighter, and then when he's there, it's like it's touching, and so it's like, yeah, I can see why but like the first knot that they tied was like, all you have to do is this, take it off. That's all you have to do, and you're just like, wait, what happened here? And then it just movie consistency. If you watch movies too much,
movie magic.
Too many times in a row, you pick up on the stupid little things that...
Was this movie perfect?
No.
Close.
And then the polygamy part with... they mentioned the polygamy part.
That's just part of history.
No. It's kind of like Jake Gyllenhaal's... His thing is like, do you really need another wife?
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny because there was so much contempt in his voice. I thought that was very convincing.
And then it's cool how he ends up with her after they went on this grand adventure, and they come to love each other through it. And
she didn't want anything to do with him. She hated him.
Yeah.
Stockholm syndrome.
Well, she doesn't, like, at the end, she doesn't know any of it, but he does.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
That's
I
true.
like that cool.
Yeah.
I think that was cool. And so, yeah.
Because he's the Prince of Persia.
I know.
Without royal blood.
Parkour. You gotta have a parkour on your team. Parkour guy. Back then, dude, you got a parkour guy. You're scaling walls. You're winning the war.
I wonder who did his stunts. They should go on American Ninja Warrior.
All right. So, what do you guys think? Another one or no?
I would have liked to see another one.
Okay. Would you be okay if they made another one in the future where we kind of like what we talked about with the other one where it was do one and then do one right after? Or no?
I don't think they need to remake this one. No, but I would like to see another one, a sequel.
A sequel?
Yeah, definitely.
But the problem is that game's not a thing anymore.
Yeah,
That
it's
video
Fortnite
game.
now.
Well,
With a lot of kids,
yeah,
it's Fortnite.
they just don't. They still make video games other than Fortnite, but
Yeah.
I don't think that Prince of Persia's because that latest one that came, it was a good game, but it wasn't a blockbuster game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as far as getting that side of it, I don't think you're gonna get
Another one. Okay.
Yeah.
But what is that movie they made? Doom. They made
With The Rock?
Yeah.
Or is that Rampage? Because they
No,
did Rampage.
it's Doom.
Doom.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and that game is an old game, but they still need that movie.
Yeah.
Well, do you think they were banking on The Rock to like drop?
Oh yeah.
With it?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. And I did watch that movie.
I've never seen that, but
Did you guys see Rampage?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because Rampage is an old game
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
that I dearly, dearly love.
PS1, is it?
It's an
No,
arcade
it's
game.
it's an old arcade game.
Right.
Oh wow, I didn't know it was an arcade game.
Mm-hmm.
I only saw it like on PS1 or.
And I love
PS.
playing that game.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, the movie adaptation, I don't know,
I
fun.
don't know.
No, I plan on seeing it. I just haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
it's a fun movie. There's a lot of
Silly.
miscues. I don't know.
Yeah. No. Just kind of wondering. So a yes, or like you'd be okay with it?
I'll watch it. Yeah, I'd like to see another one. I mean, if they brought another one out and I had good reviews, I'd definitely go watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. Jacob?
Oh, definitely. So I went into this movie with zero expectations, and it far exceeded those.
Oh.
So
Nice.
I love this movie. Yes, I would like a sequel.
I'd be okay with it. Like, I like it. I think my dad would enjoy it a lot more. But, yeah, I liked it.
What was that supposed to mean?
Dude, that's like his favorite movie. Like, one of his favorite movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Your dad's awesome.
Yeah.
What a cool dude.
Like, there's, like, certain movies with my dad that you just know. Like,
He should run for
I
president.
need to get it. Yeah. I
Why
bought
isn't he
that
down
movie.
here?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I bought that movie
Special guest.
specifically for him.
Special guest.
Yeah. Yeah.
E. Burgess.
Should have asked him. But he had other things to do.
Yeah, I had some decent expectations for it.
You did?
And going into it, but yeah, they exceeded my expectations too. I enjoyed the movie. I loved it. I thought it was fun. Had a lot of aspects that you look for in an action thriller, except for Bubble Boy.
Yeah.
I did get through that,
Yeah.
but sequel, sure,
Yeah, like
for sure.
yeah. When I was able to turn it off and like just enjoy the movie. Yeah, I liked it a lot. It just met him, and I wouldn't mind. It would be interesting to see other things about it, but yeah. All right, sweet. Thank you for joining us. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you think of The Prince of Persia. Do you really think it's the best video game adaptation?
Yes.
Well, that's Jake's answer. What's yours? Well, we'll talk to you later. Have a great night and make good choices.